In this podcast, we will explore the dangers of neglecting misunderstanding within our societies and how blind faith and false belief create an appropriate and unpredictable consequences consequences to our society. So before we deeply explore these topics and questions, first I want all of you to know the tragic story that happened around 1800, particularly in Korean state. So there was a man named I wouldn't indicate the exact name. There was a man who lived in local villages. He suddenly fell in love with a beautiful girl from the Yucat villages. So Yaku, yeah. The girl is so beautiful, so he fell in love with her. Then he asked her to marry with him. But in that girl's family, she has two siblings. Like she also belongs her elder sister. So when he asked to marry him, the Yaku side mistakenly deliver her elder sister to the Lubako village, but unfortunately she passed away and she died on the way. And then they also sent that younger sister again, but also similar with her elder sister, she also passed away. And then instead of finding the root cause and the real facts and evidence, the Lubako villagers come to prioritize on their feelings and their emotions. So they also complain like, why you just delivered this dead body of bride? Are you dishonored to our village like that? They ask question, and also and then they come to attack the Yaku villagers with weapons like at that moment they use knife and spears. Then after that, the condition become worse and worse. So that also become a feud. And they also believe a curse, that is, if they marriage with that, if they use intermarriages, they will get the consequence of that curse.
Intermarriage.
Intermarriage. They avoid intermarriages, and over time, they also turn into a big problem, like a big conflict, like they also long for 220 years.
Oh, yeah. That's too long.
Yeah, too long.
As you described, that misassumptions and ignoring the problems can occur numerous problems, especially potential issues which occur in today's modern world and in the past. Yeah, when I discover the root cause of your story and the conflict, there is two major root cause. For the first root cause is that lacks of communications, especially lacks of connection systems. What I mean is that in that occasions or in the past, there's no clear verifications and no trust mechanism. So as a result, they have lacks of communication system between two village or two nations.
Absolutely.
For the second root cause is that all the villagers think that as insult, not accident.
Oh, absolutely.
That demonstrate misassumption and misunderstanding upon that event. For the last reason is that when they consider about that event, they don't really know about how they concern upon that event and how they assume upon that event. Especially, they have lacks of collective identity thinking.
Thinking, absolutely right.
If we consider about that conflict or event, that is just a mistake. But that a mistake made guilty for the whole village. So these essential tenets are replaced into fast, and the essentials take a place of profound position instead of fast and evidence.
Absolutely.
So as a result, we can find the real solutions for that conflict. Especially that conflict is not about marriage, but it was about trust, identity, and honor.
All right. So you already explained the root causes, right?
Yeah.
So to describe the core ideas, like the core idea is that if we neglect and if we ignore small misunderstanding, that will lead to multi-generational conflicts like this one. And also we all consider as we are human being, in our mindset, we think that if we apologize and if we forgive to somebody, we feel like we have weakness, and we also, we are weak like that. So instead of feeling like that, from when we look at spiritual perspective, forgiving other is one of the most beautiful things that we receive from Jesus Christ, right? So we have to forgive other, and also if we need, we also require to apologize to other. Yeah, by doing like that, this is able to create more peaceful and more productive lifestyle.
Yeah. Behind that events or occasions, there are hidden assumptions of villagers, especially both village or both side likely believe that they arm us with purpose. Especially to destroy each village and villagers. Especially as a result, they assume like we have to defend our village and our nations to prevent from dangerous things that come from the another village. Especially, they believe if we forgive them, we become weak. So that's the reason why they can't able to forgive each other, and why tensions become bigger rather than original. So they also assume like that our ancestors' pain should be protected and give respect by the younger generations. So this assumption turned into, how can I say, permanent narratives hatred. Yeah.
So and another one is that confirmation bias. They just, both of the villagers, both sides just prioritize on the facts that support their angers and the facts that support their feeling, and the second one is may I look at my note. So collective trauma. That's mean passing through pass down our pain and our feeling from ancestor, that also become identity over time, generation to generation, that become identity instead of just as a story turned into identity like that.
Yeah, there are also still numerous perspectives based on their story and events. For the first perspective is related to culture perspective.
Culture.
In numerous communities, they believe that a marriage is like alliance. Especially breaking the marriage expectation is like breaking the social order. For the second perspective is anthropological perspective. Views maintain group boundaries. For instance, somewhat like us or them that strengthen the internal unity. For the last perspective is ethical perspectives, which is literally work in positive way or negative way that we have to consider about this perspective. There is should we give respect, or should we honor the ancestors' anger, or should we prioritize future peace or human life? That we have to consider in our daily life. The reason is that prioritizing for our human life or the other generation is important in our life.
So as you described, there's a significant amount of challenges that are happening currently, right? There's a lot of villages which are believing in this cause right now, but only this Lubako and Yaku, right? Only we just mentioned these two villages, but there's a significant amount of villages in Karenni state that they still facing challenges to break through this curse and to escape from this curse. So among them, the most challenging thing is that they are fear to breaking the traditions, like as you described the curse. They are unable to escape from that. And the second one is they are afraid of asking questions to that rules, because when they ask question to that rules, like why this is happening and what is the reason, when they ask like that, they feel like this is just betraying our own nations and our own tribe. So this assumption that also destroy our our mindset that we prefer to escape from our own tradition.
Yeah, according to the argument, there are also still two statements or two different sides, like traditionalists and peace builders. In the rules of traditionalist side, they believe that we should give respect and honor for the past, especially some beliefs of past protect us from dangerous things. As a result, we should protect that beliefs of past, and also that in marriage is too dangerous for our next generations and for them. But in the rules of the peace builder side, they assume or believe that past belief is misunderstanding and assumptions for the new generations. So fear should not control for their decisions, choice, decisions and choice, and also for every rules that they have to take actions in their daily life. Especially, they believe that unity is more significant and more useful rather than the fear that comes from past belief.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's move into the most important parts, which is about social technology. Social technology is a tool that is organizing our society, particularly our human behaviors.
Yeah.
So they also have two parts. The first part is how it play in the past, and how the second part is how it playing currently. So in the past, that also involved some believing in caste, traditional caste, like preventing intermarriages. And the second one is that forcing all of us and through putting fear in our mindset through that old story that we receive from our ancestor. And the third one is violence, efforts, boundaries. And also that social technology in the past also tell us who to fear, and also how to honor, and also how to act. But currently social technology play a significant role to organize all of us, and also to build a unity society, like celebrating some ceremonies, and also making some festival which promote our inner strengths, like that.
Yeah, behind their stories or conflict, they also have both positive consequence and negative consequence for the next generations and for all of us.
Yeah.
If we receive numerous lessons from the story, in the rules of negative consequence, that can able to strengthen isolations between two nations or two villages, especially those past beliefs can control our decisions and our individual's choice. For instance, when youths choose their partner for their futures, they may struggle with past belief and misassumptions from past their story or conflict. But in the rules of positive consequence, that conflict could be one of the most valuable chance to build stronger relationships through discussions, negotiations, and collaborations to solve those problems. Not only they could prevent or they could promote collaboration skills, but they may also gain numerous solutions from their conflict by discussing together. Not only that, that may also open the doors of freedom in a relationship and promote for both economic and social cooperations.
Cooperation. So let's move into the last part, right? Solution.
Solutions.
Solution part. So there's a lot of solution, but I just want to give you just 3 solutions. The first one is to don't prioritize on your feeling when you make a decisions, and the second one is to forgive each other based on his culture, because but if you are not Christianity, you may based on your own religious. So we have to put forgiveness first instead of misunderstanding. And the last one is that to stay connected with our society through ceremonies and storytellings and also some activities like that.
Yeah, from my own perspective, one of the most significant solutions is that educations. Yeah, as education is one of the most fundamental foundations to improve our individual development. Yeah, so that through education, students can able to promote the abilities of critical thinking skill, resolving conflict, and also by exchanging different perspectives to solve numerous conflicts that we receive from society so that occur in today's modern world. The next solution is that dialogue system. By meeting regularly between two values can also build stronger relationship to solve those conflicts. Yeah, the last solution is that psychological healing. Yeah, instead of ignoring those issues and denying those issues, what it requires to accept those out of issue and to solve those out of issue through discussions or by receiving numerous lessons from that conflict. So this story demonstrates that human don't inherit in a story, but human inherent in conflict, not conflict, but in story. Yeah. So, especially when we change the story, we change the future. Yeah.
So the last thing and the best news for you is that now on April 6, 2006, they already passed down and they already break the traditional rules and traditional law that they are believing in daily life. Like they officially allowed to intermarriages between that society and that community again.
Yeah,
So,
that's literally great. Yeah.
Bye bye.